Good evening. Welcome to wavetimes.com. I am Ramki, your favorite Elliott wave analyst, and I am going to present to you a wonderful analysis on Tata Consultancy services. I had posted in Wave Times earlier today a note that I expect this stock to come off even though there has been some significantly good news announced by their CEO. I will now take you over to the chart and demonstrate how one could use Elliott wave analysis to project where this stock can go in the future. As you can see, this is a daily chart of TCS, and today's date is March 7, 2011, and the price closed at 1107.90. Back in 2008, we had a significant low over here, and I think that a full 5-wave movement has finished here. Quite simply, the way I am counting these waves is as follows. Starting from here, we have the first wave up to this point, the second wave down here, then we have a third wave up to this point, and because the second wave was a simple wave, we had a fourth wave which was complex. We had an irregular B wave here, so this is A, B, C, and the fourth wave finished here, and then we had a fifth wave up to here. The fifth wave itself had its own 5 waves starting from here. This is the first wave, second wave, the third wave of the fifth, the fourth wave, and then the final fifth wave. Even the final fifth wave had 5 waves starting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So clearly, a full 5-wave cyclical movement has completed here, and we need to correct this whole move by a reasonable distance, and that's what I'm going to show. But before I take you on that route, I want to show you some fancy stuff. Let me first zoom in this portion of the chart. Okay, this starts somewhere in January. It starts in November of 2008, and this wave 1 finished somewhere here, right? So I'm going to zoom in that. So this zoomed in picture, if you will notice, we could apply some Fibonacci analysis. Starting from here, I said that the first wave finished at this point, and therefore the second wave, it's interesting to note, retraced by 50% of the first wave. That itself is your first clue that we are on the right track. I'm now going to zoom in and show you the third wave starting from this point. On second thoughts, I probably don't want to zoom in because I cannot display how a Fibonacci projection can work. So starting from here, I take it up to this point, the top of wave 1, draw it down to the beginning of wave 2 and drop it here, and you can see that wave 3 finishes quite close to the 2.618 times of wave 1. So we had an extending third wave here. As I told you, this wave 4, which commenced from here, the top of wave 3, is an ABC. It's an irregular wave, it's a complex wave, correction, where the B wave goes above the top of wave 3, and then the fourth wave, the C wave of 4, finishes here, right? What is interesting is, if you take a Fibonacci retracement of the third wave, starting from this point up to here, the end of wave 3, you will see that wave 4 finished quite precisely at the 23.6% retracement level. Usually, when we have an extending third wave, the fourth wave comes only the 23.6% level and no lower than that. So it satisfied that point. So we not only had a 2.618 times wave 3, we also had a 23.6% wave 4. Now, in order to see where the wave 5 will end, I will once again use a Fibonacci projection which takes the distance from the start of the 5 waves from the point marked 0 normally, and take it up to wave 3, bring it down to the start of wave 4 and leave it there. Typically this should be 61.8% level. However, it looks like we had a rare formation where wave 5 also extended, and it's not often that we get 2 extensions in a 5-wave sequence. Now, in order to project wave 5, I once again make use of the Fibonacci Projection tool. I put my cursor where the wave 2 finishes and the wave 3 starts, measure the whole of wave 3 up to this point, and extend it from the beginning of wave 5, and I notice that wave 5 is exactly 100% distance equivalent of wave 3. Quite simply, wave 5 has been equal to wave 3, so we had 2 extending waves in this 5-wave sequence. This is a fairly rare occurrence, but it does happen every now and then. But the most important point for us is when we get an extending wave 5, we are going to get a very sharp correction back to the second wave of the 5th wave. And as far as I can see, the second wave of wave 5 is here, and that level is 730. Now, I don't want to make a dramatic call like that, especially when the CEO of Tata Consultancy Services is telling us that this stock is fantastic and this company is great. There's bound to be some buying on the back of such statements, and typically such buying will occur around the 4th wave level of the 5th wave itself. So don't be surprised if you see some people come in and buy this share in the next few sessions when it reaches somewhere. If you draw a retracement from here, you can see that the 38.2% retracement level of the 5th wave corresponds to the 4th wave of the 5th. Right? I told you already 1, 2, then the 3 and 4 and 5, and I just now showed you that the 38% retracement of the 5th wave is corresponding to the 4th wave of the 5th. So very likely we are going to have a decline down to this level, which is 1012, and this is what I have mentioned in wave times earlier today, that we should look for another 9 to 10% decline from the current levels of 1107 down to 1012, which is at least 9% from here. So be patient. If you want to be buying this stock for the fun of it, you can buy it somewhere here, and it might go back to the top, but then within the next 12 months, for whatever reason, I don't know what it's going to be, we are going to see the stock come down in a big way, down to these 835 levels first. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the support. So at least here, let's say we are going to come down to the 830 levels from the current 1107. So to compute the percentage, 835 divided by 1107 minus 1, that gives you about 25% on the downside from here. So I wish you the best of luck. Is to share with you my thoughts on the Indian markets and use wave analysis for young and upcoming traders to make money in a safe and sensible way in the markets. I wish you all the best of luck. See you soon. Goodbye, and this is Ramki signing off.